I'm back again, everybody. This time, we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have no cap space. So let's see if we can get a little something going, see if we can figure out a few things here and there. We're going to start with the issue with they have 4 point guards currently for next year. They have Colin Sexton, Matthew Dellavedova, Jordan Clarkson, and Brandon Knight. So Brandon Knight can play the 2, but he prefers to play the 1, but then he's a better 2, but I don't know. So if they can get off of J.R. Smith's partially guaranteed contract, and hopefully either get somebody to take him or something, then, move on, whatever. But a lot of these guys you really can't trade. A lot of them you can't do a lot with. Maybe Portland will call about Love or Thompson and say, hey, we need a big man now that Jusuf Nurkic, with that injury, because he's going to be out for at minimum 12 to 18 months. He might be out even longer. 2 compound fractures. But I really don't think that they're going to want a Kevin Love. I really don't think that they're going to want a Tristan Thompson. Their better bet, Portland, their better bet is to ask for Larry Nance. And I said this the other day, and I think that it works well. If they could get a deal where they give up a second rounder or even 2 second rounders and one of the crazy contracts that they're sitting on, and just say, hey, we'll give you two second rounders and whatever contract, just give us Larry Nance. It works in a way where Larry Nance can step right in, play the 4, maybe play the 5 at times, but he doesn't normally play the 5 at a lot. But for that contract, it's small and it works. And Nurkic's contract technically goes into like a void status, I believe. So it's basically where they don't have the open money, but they can still bring in, based upon the injury reserve, they can still bring in extra money, extra contracts. So I think that that's the best bet for Cleveland, is to try to get Larry Nance off the team and say, hey, let's do it this way. Let's bring on something but still get those extra picks. Maybe they can even get a second rounder this year because it works the best. And currently those picks are, let me see. Currently those picks are, I have so many on here, I can't even see it all. If they could hopefully get a pick this year, it'd be great. But another thing that they need to truly, truly consider is dropping J.R. Smith, as I said before. Dropping J.R. Smith makes the most sense. But 4 point guards you don't need. So finding somebody to take a point guard might be good. I don't think anybody would want half of these point guards. You couldn't even get Orlando to take half of these point guards. That's how bad it is. But one thing that might be thought, that probably nobody thought of, is that there is plenty of teams who could use a backup. Although a lot of these guys are highly overpaid to a point where I don't think anybody, again, would take them. But to find somebody who would take them would be great. Again, maybe even a second round pick for 1 or 2 of them. Maybe try to get like a $20 for Brandon Knight, maybe $18, or actually more like $12 for Jordan Clarkson, because he's barely even worth the crazy $13.5 million contract he's on. He ain't even worth half of that. But the fact is, sitting on 4 point guards is one thing, and winning is a whole nother. If you can't win with 2, with the right 2, then why grab 2 more that you're still not even going to win with? But I digress. So the way that they were running all year, it was weird. I was trying to watch this one game, and they had 2 of them out at one time, and then they swapped them out with 2 others, and it's just how they do things. But again, Colin Sexton is your guy. Now, walking into the draft is my next thing I want to focus on, because if they could get a couple of these contracts off the books, you're not going to use any of them to move up, but let's be honest here. You're not going to use any of these guys to move up. But they currently have 12 contracts. You can grab the few guys in the draft that work and just pray that maybe you can get something to work and figure out and all of that. So based upon the draft, looking at everything, I would say with the second round pick, I'm going to start with the second round pick first. I think that they need to truly consider Tyus Battle out of Syracuse. I think he would be a great opportunity for them, especially to cover for the fact that they need to drop J.R. Smith. If they can find a way to get Love and or Thompson off the books, which, again, I don't think they're going to get a lot for them, but I mean, they might. I was saying to somebody the other day, the Spurs might offer their pick, one of their 2 picks that they have, to get Kevin Love, and then fit Kevin Love in with LaMarcus Aldridge, and then fit it in, and have DeRozan there as well, and try to fit this in and that in. If they can get it to work and they get a first round off of it, that's fine. But as of now, like I said, Tyus Battle in the second round, but in the first round, the 2 main guys I'm looking at as a whole, I think R.J. Barrett as of now, they're number 3. I would say R.J. Barrett slots right in next to Colin Sexton. He slots right in. He fits in the team. He fits exactly where they need him to fit, at the 2 or at the 3. And it works well. Now, again, if they can get Thompson and or Love off the books, or hopefully both off the books, then either way they need to get a center. Whether they can get one of them off the books, both of them off the books, or none of them off the books, they still need to grab a young center. And I think that young center this year is Bruno Fernando. 6'10", 245 out of Maryland. I think he would be perfect. Again, he needs a little bit of work on certain things, but fitting alongside a young squad of an R.J. Barrett, a Colin Sexton, maybe even Tyus Battle can fit into that in a way. It works well. It works into a way that makes sense. That is some of the things I would do. This team is very, still thinking that they're on top when truly they're not. But again, this is the repercussions of spending extra money on somebody and them just walking out. So with that is my time. Subscribe. Don't forget to like. I almost forgot. But if you like the video, don't forget to like it, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can see my next video, because I'm going to be posting a lot, guys. I'm going to be posting 3 times a week until mid-July. I've got a whole bunch of things coming up. Don't forget to show all your friends. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video.